It's all happening over here. My new AI website, this one that we created recently, was targeted with a negative SEO attack. AKA, my new website was just spammed with a ton of links. So today I'm going to show you how I'm protecting my site from a negative SEO attack and what I'm doing about it so that you can learn how to protect your own site too. And hopefully it helps you. Plus, it's just good to be aware of how this works for your own website. So, quick backstory. You can see this new site that I've set up with AI, you probably saw me create it this week, is already at domain rating 1.2. Now, I have not built a single backlink for this website. And when I saw a chart like this, I was like, oh no, it's not looking good, especially when you've got 500 backlinks but only 22 referring domains. So it's very unnatural for a brand new site to have a backlink profile like that. And if it was like an existing domain, honestly, I wouldn't be worried about it at all. But when it's a brand new site, it's got no reputation, and you're in that stage where you need Google to crawl your site, you need Google to build trust with your site so that it starts ranking, this can be a bit of an issue. And it's never dull in the day of SEO. So let's go through it. Now, if you're not familiar with negative SEO and what it is, well, basically, these are like toxic links sent to your site. If you're a brand new site with no trust yet, you're a fresh domain, well, it kind of looks to Google like you're an SEO just trying to manipulate your rankings. And these links look very unnatural, right? Now, here's the problem. You could get a manual action penalty or an algorithmic penalty. Usually it's going to be algorithmic if those links look bad to Google. Now, here's the thing. Google does say that you can ignore toxic links. So if you've got a site and it's been spammed with a bunch of links, technically you could ignore it, especially if it has no correlation to your rankings. But if it's a brand new site with no history and no authority, well, it's not good to have those backlinks in the first place. And you might as well play it safe because you can't see the correlation between your traffic because you have none yet. So this could stop you from getting any traffic or rankings in the future. And how do I know these are bad or toxic links? Well, first of all, if you look at the website, these are like just really spammy sites. You can look at the anchor text there, basically the word that's linked to my site, and you can see it just doesn't have any relevance to my site. And on top of that, you can see the DR is low. And if we actually check the link itself, it just doesn't make sense to have a link from there. Now, normally when you're getting backlinks, you might have the backlink within the content and it links naturally to your website. But when I check my backlink, I can see like it's just a spammy blog comment, and that can get you a penalty from Google. In fact, it's basically marked as spam by Google. So if you look at their spam policies for external links, what could result in a manual action penalty or lower results or not even appearing results, well, quite often it's user generated spam, right? That can lead to penalties. And if you're doing common spam on other blogs, well, this can lead to issues as well. So stuff like this, you want to avoid. And if we check through the rest of the links, you can see that we've got the same issue here. And potentially all of these sites are getting hit with a nasty penalty. So that's what you want to avoid. The good news is when it comes to links like these, it's so easy to spot, especially on a brand new site where you haven't built any backlinks. You've basically got the list straight away of which links are spammy and which ones to avoid. So it's very easy to figure out, and it's pretty easy to avoid as well. So Ahrefs have a tool. You can see the disavowed links. So if you're on your dashboard and you've got your site added, you just click on disavowed links like this, and then you can see I've already disavowed all the spammy links. Now, the other thing as well to bear in mind is like sometimes you're naturally going to get bad links in your backlink profile. It kind of happens to every site, but just because it's a brand new site, this is the exception, and that's why we need to be careful here. So you can see I've disavowed all of these backlinks so far. And that's how you get rid of them, basically. You can also do this with Google Search Console as well. So you don't need Ahrefs to disavow links. If you look at this site, for example, I can go and see one of my latest links. And if you're on Google Search Console, you just go down to links on the left. And then from here in the top right, you can see export external links. So we can export the latest links to a Google Sheet. And obviously this is a site that's doing really well. So there's going to be some spammy links naturally as part of my link profile. Just happens to every site. But I can download all of my latest backlinks here, go through them if there's any toxic ones. And if you can clearly see that since these links have been built, your rankings have slipped and there's a clear correlation, then you can disavow them too. So I used Ahrefs simply because it's very easy to disavow links on there. I have the list right in there, and then I can just quickly disavow all the ones I don't like. But if you want to do this on Google Search Console, then you can do it for free. But bear in mind, you should only disavow them if they're obviously artificial and low quality, or the links have caused a penalty on your site. And then to do that, you would take the links that you don't like from this list, and you can choose whether you want to disavow the domain or disavow individual pages. And on their Disavow links tool page, which is here, you can select your property and then upload a TXT file with all the links that you want to remove. Now, you might be wondering, do I care? No. For me, I don't care either way. Like, it's just a case study experimental site. When things like this happen, I get to learn more about SEO and help others watching this channel as well. And chances are, with these types of links, it's not going to impact the site's rankings because we did it quickly anyway, right? We got onto it straight away. Now, one thing I want to note here as well is that my domain rating is up to 1.2 for a brand new site. You know, we only launched this within a week, but this is why you shouldn't really care about domain rating, right? Because it's only a vanity metric. It's not a real way of assessing your website's authority. To really know if you're an authority, you can see whether your content is ranking. And usually it ranks really fast. Like, you've seen some of my other sites rank within 24 hours. That's a sign of an authority site, not that its domain rating is super high, because this can be artificially manipulated. So to do that, all people can do is just go onto ahrefs.com. There's people on Fiverr selling that for like £25, but it's just spam. It's not going to help your site's rankings. These types of links are not good for you. And there's a big difference between quality links and bad quality links. The easiest way to tell is, has that link been auto-generated or has it been editorially added by the website owner? Because if you can go in and just comment on a blog and generate that backlink yourself, it has no value. Whereas if you look at Chipper Bird's, a site that's getting really good rankings, and you can see the number of backlinks and referring domains is increasing too, well, a lot of those backlinks have been added manually by website owners when we've reached out to those sites and asked for a backlink. And those are the types of links that are really going to move the needle. For example, if we filter down to do follow like that, hit show results, you can see that we've been featured in a Harrow article here, and that's a DR72. It's linking back to our homepage. And obviously a website owner has had to go in and add our backlink naturally to our website. So you can see, for example, we're mentioned in this science magazine, this website, this website. These are all much more natural looking backlinks that would help your rankings. Whereas here's an example of an auto-generated backlink that it's not really going to tank my rankings, but they just appear naturally as part of a website's backlink profile. So you can see here, this link was just auto-generated on a page that looks super spammy. No one's going to read it. It's just a list of links. And that's the type of link you want to avoid. So there's a big difference between good and bad backlinks. As you can see, domain rating doesn't really mean a lot because it can be artificially inflated like this site. Now, if you're wondering how to disavow links on Ahrefs, all you do is you go to your dashboard like this, click on disavowed links over here, and then you would click on this arrow, click on backlinks here, and then you've got a list of backlinks that you can disavow. And you can see I've disavowed most of them, basically disavowed all the domains like that. And you can choose whether you want to disavow the domains or disavow the URLs. Difference is, these are the pages, these are the domain level, right? So here you block the whole website, here you block the page. And it's very easy to do. Now, here's the other thing as well. These links are newly added, right? So there's probably going to be more that get crawled and come through to my site. And it might just be a daily task of like disavowing 100 at a time or something like that. But it's super easy to get rid of, doesn't take long, and we can easily just disavow the links as they come through. So easy to spot. There are far worse ways of doing negative SEO that kind of go out of the scope of this video. But thankfully, with off-page negative SEO like this, with just building links, it's easy to spot. You can see it in the anchor text, you can see it in the website quality, and you can see it in the title and the actual website domain. So you can see this is spammy in the actual domain, like newsfghj.com, probably not the best domain name, probably not that legit. And then you can see it as well when you click through the link and you scroll through and you're like, right, well, I've got my link as a blog comment. That's not good. So it's very easy to spot, inspect, and get rid of quickly. And even if the website gets hit, worst case scenario, we got a video out of it. So we're good to go on that. And it's going to happen, right? I mean, a YouTube channel posting these experiments, it's inevitable that sometimes we're going to get negative SEO attacks. And it just gives me a chance to learn and show everyone here what you can do about it. Now, if you want to get more high quality backlinks that actually help your rankings, feel free to book in a call at juliangoldie.com. I'll leave a link in the comments. Or if you just want my free book on link building and tons of tutorials of how to build high quality backlinks that actually increase your rankings and get you more traffic, then you can get that for free right on my website. Thanks so much for watching.